And we begin tonight with deadly storms across Michigan. I mean, just unbelievable video of a massive tornado in Union City, just north of the Indiana border. And you can see a massive swirl of debris here in the Three Rivers, Michigan, about 30 miles southwest of Union City. The Associated Press tonight is reporting at least 3 people have been killed and others injured. Thanks for joining us tonight for an early edition of 13 News at 11. I'm Felicia Lawrence in for Scott this evening. And Angela, the damage from this will be significant. I mean, look at all the debris there.
The debris and the video of this tornado, yes, it is going to be significant. We do know the National Weather Service will be out over the weekend to survey the damage, so look for updates. There will be updates on this deadly storm across parts of Michigan. And we're not done with the threat of severe weather. What you see lining up out to our west, those are tornado watches that extend from parts of Iowa through the eastern sections of Oklahoma. This is the weather system that will have an impact here during the early part of tomorrow. We're under a low-end threat of severe weather locally, with the greater threat off to our east. To the timeline with Future Track 13, expecting the next several hours to be dry. Around 5 a.m., here comes what's left of that line out to our west. Rain, some scattered thunderstorms. If you do have outdoor plans the early half of tomorrow, you will need a backup plan just in case we get some lightning with some of these thunderstorms. And again, we are under a low-end threat of severe weather. The cold front will swing through and temperatures will drop. Showers and storms scattered across the area, especially the early half of tomorrow. Still get close to 70 degrees, windy and turning colder, 38 Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, lots of sunshine and 62. Back into the 70s for a couple of days early next week. Monday 72, Tuesday 76, more storms Wednesday of next week.
All right, thank you, Angela. And on to some headlines. In an immigration enforcement bill just signed into law by Governor Mike Braun, Logan Gay is breaking down what it means for Hoosiers and why some say it goes too far.
With the signing of Senate Bill 76, Indiana's governor is making it clear he wants state immigration policy to more closely align with federal law. But Rachel Van Tile, Director of Legal Services at Exodus Refugee Immigration, says that step isn't necessary.
The federal law is already the supreme law of the land.
The new law expands the role state and local governments can play in immigration enforcement, something Van Tile says has prompted a lot of questions.
A lot of our clients are concerned just about, hey, what does this mean? You know, can I still call the police if I'm a refugee and I have somebody harassing me? Yes, you should call the police.
Under the bill, government entities, including public colleges and universities, cannot limit immigration enforcement. Supporters say the bill prioritizes legal immigration and reduces cost.
There's a way to come into our country legally. I'd rather them do that instead of costing our taxpayers more money.
But Van Tile says families should be thinking ahead.
All people need to be thinking about, whether you're an immigrant, you're a neighbor of an immigrant, is helping people's safety plans. So in the event that your kid, you are picked up, or you're in, something, who's going to pick up your kid from school?
In Indianapolis, Logan Gay, 13 News.
And now AES is postponing all of its scheduled community open houses planned for next week because of threats. 13 News has heard from customers complaining of costly utility bills and questioning the sales of AES to a group of investment organizations. These events would have provided a chance for people to ask questions and get some answers. In a statement, an AES Indiana spokesperson says the safety of customers and team members is the top priority, and this decision was not made lightly. And there's rising uncertainty about the economy after a weak jobs report and the conflict with Iran. A new report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows the U.S. lost 92,000 jobs last month. Kyle Anderson is an economist at IU, and he points to several factors that may have played a role, including tariff concerns and companies considering AI technology instead of hiring workers. Anderson says this could be an indicator of long-term challenges.
When you look at what normal job growth we would like to see out of an economy, again, you're looking at 100 to 200,000 jobs per month. To have a loss of 90,000 is a pretty big deviation from that.
Drivers are also hurting at the pump with the cost of gas on the rise. Anderson says that is linked to what's happening in the Middle East. And he says those pricing problems may hit many other goods before it's all over. And there's a death investigation underway right now in Greenwood after someone found an unidentified body. The Johnson County coroner says the person made the discovery in a drainage ditch along State Road 135 just south of Stones Crossing Road. There's an autopsy scheduled for Monday. And tonight, 50 people are out of their homes after a fire at a Hendricks County apartment complex. Danville Fire shared these pictures with us. They shared them on social media, I should say. Firefighters had the situation under control in about 40 minutes, and they say there were some minor injuries. We are working now to learn what caused this fire. It's sectional semifinals tonight for boys high school hoops. We are packed this postseason, and we have some action we'll share with you. Dom and Eli and Operation Basketball are now just minutes away.